was just trying to survive too, right?
Mm-hmm. These were viper woods. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Here is another thing. If you look at the viper woods, it's almost similar to a pack of laughing hyenas, or
yeah, that's what I thought it
you
was
know, like
similar
wild
to.
dogs. You know,
Like
that's
wild dogs or laughing hyenas. Well, hyenas. Have you ever
hyenas.
hyenas? And they run in packs, and that's the best way to run because you can destroy your large opponent or whatever animal that you're trying to destroy.
Right.
You can take it apart that way. And they were organized.
Very much organized.
They were very organized. Even when they were up against Mr. Sam, what's his name? Jake.
Right.
His real name is Sam. But Jake that played, he was the wannabe Avatar.
Oh yeah, and
he was not quite an Avatar yet.
No,
but he had got incarnated into his intelligence and everything to be an Avatar body, which is 10 feet tall.
Wow.
They 10 feet tall. That's what you were looking at when you look in the movie. It was a 10 feet tall Avatar, regardless if it was a woman or a man.
And they, I mean, they were slender, they was built,
slender.
they
was
a
fast. Great scent. Yes.
And you notice that they didn't have not one fat on them.
Right.
But anything that they have done, anytime that they would
the diet was great. Go ahead.
Anytime they would kill any animals, they would pray over it. That's what the Native
Americans
did. They actually prayed over anything that they done, because what they were doing was praying back, like giving thanks for the food that they received.
Right.
You know, so if they killed it, they would offer it by thanking you, the gods and everything like that. So it was a form of respect.
Right.
So it's we have a couple of tribes here in Florida that are what is it, Makasuki.
Right.
And then the other one were Seminole.
Yeah.
So here we happened to ask a couple of years ago, maybe longer than that, one of the Makasuki, I said, do you have any blacks, Indians? And the lady looked at me like I lost my mind, like she lost her mind, and she was like, no. I said, yeah, right. So we happened to went to one of their, their event that they have, and we seen a black Indian in there. We was like, oh my gosh.
All day long. Black, mixed. She was an Indian, but she was a black Indian.
She was a black Indian.
She's from African descent, directly from it anyway.
Right.
And she was about my complexion or a little lighter.
Right. And it was so funny because we was like...
And most of those about my complexion anyway are darker. Some of them are sometimes darker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Makasikis, some of those are darker. So, people try to cover up with this and that, but we everywhere.
Yes, we are.
We can't help it.
Sorry. You'll get over it.
You'll get over it. Even in Mexico, it's dark-skinned people. We don't want to go there.
Oh, gosh.
I love, people try to hide that old stupid stuff. But we're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, but the movie was fantastic. And
the movie was great.
It was so focused on exactly what the Native Americans actually had done. And a lot of people, the response of the movie goers, the audience, when they happened to see the movie, they were in touch, they were in tune, they were crying, they was hurt, they was angry, they was so angry, they was mad at the Marines for even being there to destroy something that nobody, they
were there for the wrong purpose. They used the Marines for the wrong purpose. And all Marines are not jarheads. In other words, they have something in their head. Some of us have a high school diploma, and a lot of us, every Marine has that, but also we have college degrees, and we are very intelligent, some of us. So that is not true what you see in a Marine, because I was one.
I never was, and I ain't going to be, so we straight.
Right.
But yeah, it was really sad how they was using the militaries to try to say that yes, we're coming over here to destroy the land of the people, things that they want. It's almost a factual thing or a fictional thing where you have somebody who's going over to have war in another country for oil or for land or for whatever purpose, and it's almost like, is this what the war is all about? Are we having the same kind of war where we're trying to get nuclear weapons, or are we getting there for the gas or the oil? What are we? Why are we there?
I heard one of the I heard the secretary said mention of interest. I'm not going to say U.S. secretary or whatever, but I'll say that I heard her say that a lot of people are there for some form of interest, and they were there for what they had, almost like similar to what cranium or something that was very needful to make a change or to make a lot of money out of. So what they did is took what their land and their large tree that they reverence as of like the mother of life almost,
right,
where everything live and things live on top of it. And who wouldn't have been sad for that to be taken down? They enjoyed it. They played in it. They I think a lot of people, you notice, you didn't have no cell phones. You didn't see them running around with no cell phones.
They didn't have no cell phones, no games,
no games or nothing like that.
Drinking, no
you seen
alcohol.
them get together.
They had nothing.
They had a very close knit community.
Yeah, they did.
All over. I didn't know they had that many. They had so many of them, but they were different tribes. But they would get together and they would union together. They would worship and everything else.
Right.
And did you notice that they had strong union even in the time of war? Because they were known for, you get in there, you may not come out.
Right.
Because these people are no joke. They will hurt you. They will hurt you if you come there because they know that you're up to no good.
Right, right.
But the only thing stopped what's the name?
Oh yeah.
Nitir. I was trying to get the word
how they
exactly. Yeah, Nitir.
I want to say Nefertiri, but it's not.
Nefertiri. Nitir.
Nitir. She
was about to get him with
the she was getting ready to kill the outsider because you are intruding, but because you have this jelly-like fish
called the wood spirit
that comes, and when it lands on you, that means you're chosen.
Right.
You're a good person, or you're the one that are chosen from the spirit realm to to help
to help the land, to help the people.
And that person is to be trusted. But a lot of times, if you're outsider trying to be something, wannabe, like how we are wannabes, then yes, you will be killed. So
right, that's right.
So that's where a lot of the American
Indians,
gonna
go somewhere else with that one too.
That actually done that. They actually will they will kill you if they feel threatened until you come and say, I'm come in peace. You humble yourself. You had to bow, almost like bow your head like a dog will bow their head, or their tails tuck into between their legs like a dog would do. And you're actually reverencing yourself to say, I'm.
Of course, you come up against a chief. What you gonna do? Look like you're gonna jump on him?
I'm not gonna look in his eyes. I'm gonna look down. Respect those people. Whatever needs to be done, I'm gonna do. So
right. So another thing too to look at is on the military side of it, it's political, I believe. Because look, the Marine was one that had became a paraplegic because of the situation. He had got injured there.
Right.
And so he was considered a throwaway.
Right,
and they call him considered a throwaway, so they had to find some way to get him and bribe him in to do that, so that he said he'd get his legs back. I'm like, I didn't believe that one.
I was like, oh,
what
that was how many times have people promised you that if you do something for me, this is what I'm gonna do for you? We have heard so many promises, just like they said to the Native Americans, Indians, where they said that, hey, this is what I'm going to do for you. If you trade, if I give you this and that, and then in the return, that we're going to put you on the reservation. We're going to do this,
Should have never did it.
And here they
Native
are.
Native Americans should have never agreed to nothing.
They should never agree.
They should have unioned together, and that should have been a one nation. Native Americans nation. That's what it should have been.
That's right.
That's what it should have been, and they should have stuck with it. They should have got arms like everybody else because their weapons became obsolete